as a whole?
It was a grind. I thought that last night I said that I didn't think either team played with any skill. I thought tonight Bowling Green played with less skill. I thought they made good adjustments. I thought Ty did an excellent job, and Curtis. Even throughout the game, the adjustments they made were very good. I thought that they played with speed. I thought they were hard on pucks, tenacity. They were hard to handle. They made some, shooting puck off the end boards and things like that. We picked that up, but it's hard to. It was hard to handle that, and they were, they'd get that instead of 3 high, they were going that 3 low with a crash man, and it got them a goal in the second. It got them their second goal. So they did a lot of good things. I thought their power play was really good. With that power play they got, I'm glad that they only got the one, because I thought they moved the puck and challenged well and had some really good looks at the net. So I tip my hat to them. I thought tonight was a really good hockey game. I don't know how it looked to you guys. What I was really looking for, and what I've kind of shared, my message to the team today, and my message to the team after the game tonight was, we're just playing a game. You know what I mean? So, I don't want hockey. I don't want these guys to take hockey as who they are. Hockey's what they do, and right now, I think we're all very fortunate to be able to try to get better every day at something that we're passionate about. And trying to improve our lives and get, and so that we're ready to face the challenges of life down, ahead, to be able to try to, be the best we can in everything. Sports is just an avenue for that, all those highs and lows. And I like hearing them singing in there right now. That's good to hear. But so that was my message to them, because we need to be able to challenge them as coaches without them feeling it's personal. It's who they are. I don't want anything outside of their own personal pride and ambitions to dictate who they are. It's just what they do. And when they're done with this, the skates are going to go up at some point. Jersey's going to be hung up, and they're going to become a dad and a grandfather and this and that. And all these lessons here. Right now, I think with our group, and you saw it, and that's what I was really watching for in the game. I'm answering your question. I'm beating it up. I understand that, but I think we got a lot of guys that are like, I don't know, the best analogy I can get, and it's not even a good one, is an onion with a lot of layers. And I wish it was a better analogy, because I wish it was something really good when you got to the inside of all those layers. But we have guys that they're fighting themselves to get through those layers, to just lay it all out there and be the best they can. And that's what we're really trying to get after. And that was my message to these guys, is it's just a game. It's important to us, but it can't be who we are, so that we're so nervous to be perfect and not develop our weaknesses and show our weaknesses, that we don't become who we can be. And that's really what I watch, and I say it all the time. What I watch when the game's on the line is who performs at their best when their best is needed. I thought we did a pretty good third period tonight. Got a big kill when we needed it. Got a goal when we needed it. I thought we got effort from a lot of guys. I thought Bronte was good. Obviously tonight, Cash Rasmussen gave us a nice jump. I'm so proud of him. And we had a lot of guys banged up, but we're a different team with Arvid in the lineup. There's no question about that. In my opinion, he is our heartbeat. We kind of take after him, and so I guess I'm beating it up a little bit. But I thought Bowling Green did well, and I thought our guys matched a challenge. I thought 2 even teams went at it, and both got points on the weekend.
With the second period having that kind of fluky goal behind the red line on Blake there for the first goal of the night, and Bowling Green kind of buzzing in our zone, did you ever consider taking a timeout there to try to settle everything down?
Actually, I did. I didn't after the first one. I did after the second one. I thought about it. But to be honest with you, I thought it might, I think I just explained why. I think we have some fragileness within our group. And I think more time to think about it. I don't know if this group resets. And I've said that before. I don't know if we have that mechanism within us yet, that anchor to reset. So you call a timeout for a reset. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that we, what I did is instead of pushing them at that point and challenging anybody or anything like that, I kind of just started watching the game, and just throwing some subtle things out about just some subtle come back for the puck, play up, seal the wall, whatever, just so the guys on the bench could hear and focus on that. And then when we get to the point where where I think a game is just getting away from us and we need a reset, we'll do it. But I think right now, I don't know if we have that. I don't know if we have that. That stick to push in the mud to stop us. Right now to stop it. So I thought it was best just to keep playing. But I did think about it. It's a good question. Thank you.
You kind of touched on the third period. How important was it to have that period, especially giving up those 2 goals to let them tie it up there in the second period?
What do you think? It was. I mean, it was. We won a hockey game. So we got some good saves out of the goaltender in the third. Everybody stepped up to some degree. And again, when I watch it back, I'll be watching for who, if anything, consistently pops up because. At some point you got to make hard decisions. You have to move on from different situations. Who I thought played well tonight and got some good looks at the net was Kyle Kukkonen. I thought Kooks did a good job and got some really good looks at the net tonight, and that's good to see because hopefully that's the the segue to him starting to fill the net for us. But again, that's another situation of I was listening to a interview thing on YouTube. It was they were asking Troy Aikman who his favorite coach was, and he was talking about it. But what he said, he was talking about when he first went there, and they went like 1-15, I think, his first year, and didn't do anything. A couple years later, they won a Super Bowl. But he said his hardest year was his second year. The first year, everything's new and fresh, but the second year, it's all over your mind on expectations of what you have to do. And we've seen that with a lot of athletes over time. They call it the sophomore slump, or the sophomore jinx, or whatever. So. Again, this will be a learning experience for him and for others to play through that and come out the other side, and then they'll be that much better in the future to know how to. As things change, they change all the time.
We've kind of seen a little bit of a streakiness when it comes to production from players. So like at the beginning of the season, we're waiting for Arvid, then he has a breakout weekend. Same thing with Gordon, same thing with Laurie's. Raymond's kind of like in a lull right now, same with Kyle. Yeah. Do you think it's just a matter of finally plugging everything together here since we're at that midway point that things will start to like maybe turn it on for the second half?
I really don't know. I'll keep saying it. I like our group. I think we have really good talent level. I'll say that I have to do a better job coaching because I do think if you have the talent and how do you turn that into wins? If you feel you have the talent, how do you turn that? And at some point there are no more freshmen or there's no more inexperience. I mean, at some point the growth is got to be there. I do, like I said, I see some guys getting like showing elevation, trending in the right direction, and I see other guys going and then coming back and going and coming back and trying to get up that hill and then falling back down, trying to they get a little farther, they fall back down a little farther, they come back, what I mean? So I don't know what the end game is going to be with our group. It's going to, because I do think that we're fighting, I think guys are working through more than just minutes and experience and time, and that's where I was talking about the reset. I think with our guys, it's working through developing the confidence, and the only way you get confidence is by going through a hard task and being successful. And then you might go through that same thing again, and you didn't feel quite right, you're queasy or whatever, and you don't get it solved, and you go backwards a little bit, but at least in your mind you can do it again. But then you start, if it's too long before you perform again, was it a fluke? You know what I mean? We just got to get out of our way. And that's what I'm telling the guys, it's just a game. It's just a game. You know what I mean? It's sun's coming up tomorrow. They're in the best environment they can be in right now. No one's getting cut. No one's, mom still loves you, girlfriend still loves you, your teachers still love you. There's no trades at the college level. I mean, everything's in their hands. They just have to do their best to get better at something they really love. And again, I think the biggest thing is don't let it define you. If your development is delayed, it's not a personal hit on you. Don't look at it and lose confidence in life because of it. Look at the challenge that it creates. It's athletics, and that's what athletics is: high, low, and then you bring that low a little bit higher. Maybe you bring the high a little bit higher, and you raise that median, and that's what athletics is about. And so I think, will we all get on board? Will 2/3 of us get on board consistently? I don't know. We'll see, but you know, I know right now we're fighting for every win and happy with the ones we get.